Hey, how's it going? David Didier here. Want to make a quick video showing you a new project that I worked on. I am by no means an expert leather worker, but getting into horsemanship, getting into horse tack, I've always been somebody who liked to work with my hands. And so working with leather is obviously, when you're dealing with tack, is something that is a good thing to be able to do or learn how to do. And it's been really interesting. And so I was watching a video with Pat Puckett, and he was going over his saddle setup, and specifically notice that on his stirrups, so on his saddle where the stirrups and the fenders are, that little gap there, if you look on your stirrup, so where the fenders would come down in this gap right here, there was what he did was he was talking about is that he covers that up because he's had it to where that's a place where a rope can get caught and you can have a rodeo on your hands. And so what he does is, I believe he just takes a piece of leather, screws it to the side of his stirrup, and then somehow connects that to the stirrup hobble, and then it makes a bridge, if you will, a guard, a stirrup guard that keeps anything from sliding in. I thought it was a great idea, and so I want to put one together too, but I want to figure out a way of doing it without having to screw into the stirrup. I wanted it to stay with the hobble, and then I could switch it out no matter what stirrups I use. There's times, like right now, I'll show you, I've got some rawhide stirrups on there, but when I wear certain boots, that it's just not going to happen. So I can't, they're really tight in there. I'm worried about getting hung up, worried about safety. And so we end up going to these Trail Max overshoe stirrups to get that done, which I actually just bought a brand new set of those stirrups, putting together a leather tread for that. So you'll be seeing a video coming out about that as well. But what I wanted to show you was what I had put together. This is the mock-up version of it. I had bought some scrap, a bag, it was like a $5 bag of scrap leather from Murdoch's. It was from a bag of leather from Weaver, a bunch of different stuff in there. I just want to get some scrap, just something to make a mock-up. And so I was able to put together a mock-up for both stirrups, and then I'm going to buy some better leather to, once I figure out the tweaks, figure out anything that needs to be changed, then I'll go ahead and I'll make a better set of them, and I will make a video of that when that happens. But for the time being, I'm going to switch the camera over and show you what we put together. So here is the hobble. You can see we got our stirrup hobbles up here. And then what I did was I make this piece of leather that comes down. I looped it over, put a stitch across there. I looped it over here, put a stitch across there. And then this piece, I actually made it so it snaps. You can see that there. I have the snap facing facing that direction. So in that way, when you slide your foot in, you're not gonna somehow catch that and like undo the snap. So sliding your foot this way, you're not gonna undo it. But I figured then when you want to move it or change these stirrups out, obviously you'd undo everything. You can undo this hobble, and then you would just unsnap it here. This comes off, change your stirrup, put this back on, and then you would just go ahead and then snap that back. So that is the first rendition of it, Gen 1, if you will, 1.0 version. We'll see how it works. This is obviously my first time stitching leather as well. Just used a cheap Amazon kit. I'll put links to all that below the video. But yeah, just kind of went really basic to start off with, trying to figure out how to do all of this. But really interesting. I think it's a great idea. It'll keep, you can see where you could get maybe a rope or something caught up in there, and that could be bad news. So when this thing is on, there's no way anything can get caught in there. So there you go. That is the Stirrup Hobble Guard, if you will. Not sure exactly what to call it. You look online, there's nothing out there on the market that I can find. If you know of anything, let me know. Make a comment below. Let me know if there's somebody else there on the market that's making something to kind of fit this. I don't know if it's something that a lot of people care about, something that a lot of people address. I respect Pat Puckett. He's got a whole hell of a lot more experience than I ever have, or that I have, or maybe ever will have. And so I respect his opinion. He thinks it's an issue, then I'd rather get ahead of it before it becomes an issue for me. So that's what we came up with, the Stirrup Hobble Guard. Yeah, so if you're interested, let me know. We'll keep you up to date with any changes we might make in a future video. Hope this video finds you well. Talk to you guys soon.